good morning, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, while we let everybody pull up in here, I like to welcome y'all to y'all know what it is, man. This is the overnight price action for September the 15th, 2022. But there's a catch. We're not doing the overnight price action today. What we're doing, we're deep diving into the mind of little Timmy Rogers. Yes, we are. We're deep diving into the mind of little Timmy Rogers. Right. So while we let the cousins pull up, man, we let me shout out the new people. If this your first time tuning in, welcome. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta back it up. If this is your first time tuning in, I like to say welcome. If this is not your first time tuning in, I like to say welcome. Yeah, man. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day. Talk about the price action, man. Y'all know it. By now, y'all know what I do. If this your first time pulling up to one of my videos, go back and look at the other videos and listen to the spiel. I do what I do for the free 99. Hey, banner, what you doing on my screen? Get off my screen. I do what I do for the free 99. I will always do it for the free 99. The only thing I ask you to do is press the like button. Right? So let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. As you may have seen today, I ain't even gonna go to the sponsors. I had the sponsors lined up. Y'all know who the sponsors are. They ain't real sponsors. It's just me and my son, right? If y'all didn't notice before, or if you just popping up late, like Robinson probably, we're not doing the overnight price action like normal. We deep diving into the mind of little Timmy Rogers, right? I got up this morning with the old man bladder at about 5:45. My sweetie was getting ready to go to work. I always try to get up and walk outside, especially when it's dark, because we stay on the east side and it be people roaming around outside. You know, we won't be having to worry about like no violence and stuff, but like when people be outside and it be nighttime and it's a female by, well, it be dark and it's a female by herself, I'm real protective. So I walk out to a car every morning, right? But that's neither here nor there. I was up. I came in here looking at the charts, getting ready to mark the charts, right? And I was like, you know what, Tim? We talk about the overnight price action every single day, right? I want to go back. I want to go way back. And I want to break down like how I see things. I'm break down how I see things, right? Because I'm a student. I'm a student of anything that I do, right? Get off my screen, banner. I'm a student of anything I do. Back when I did photography and videography, right? When I was using these things right here, when I was doing photography and videography, when I was doing music, now that I'm doing, trading and investing, I'm a student of everything, right? I take a deep dive into it because I want to know what I'm doing. I need to know the why behind it, right? Shout out all the people that I ever learned anything from for free or paid. You know what I'm saying? I've learned stuff from some great people. I've learned some stuff for free from some great people. And the thing I want to talk about today is the way I took a deep dive into the stuff that I learned from ICT and why I see it the way I see it, right? And so today, what I want to do, let's pull the screen up. Let's pull this. Oh, hold on. Before I pull the screen up, I got to shout my folk out. I got to shout my folk out before I pull the screen up. What's going on, G Trades? What's up, ES Took? Hi. Oh, you coming in here? You coming in here with the notes? Coming in here with the notes. We ain't even gonna get to the notes. We talk about something else today. What's up, Kareem? What's going on, SJ? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What's going on, Thomas? Here to learn and share. What's happening? What's going on, Laverne? What's up, Ramon? Mendez? Nope. Still ain't got a new picture. What's going on, Mendez? Hello, Anna. Hello, Elsa. Hello, Queen. What's going on, Mendez? Hey, I see more numbers than I see names, but them all the names that drop something in the chat. So that's all I'm going to see. Oh, yeah. I jalapies. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Right? The link is in the chat. If anybody want to pull up. What's going on, Jamie? Hey, Jamie, we ain't gonna look at Spalene this morning. The link in the chat if anybody want to pull up. But just because we ain't gonna look at Spalene, don't mean we can't sing the song. Y'all clear your throats and sing it with me now. Spalene, where you at, baby? Yeah, no. There she go. Hey, Spalene. Hey, how you doing? Right now in the pre-market, we look like we about to get a slight gap down. But what I want to do, get out of here chart with everything on it. We're going to go to the blank ES chart, the blankety blank ES chart. And we're going to go back. We're going to go, nah, that ain't far enough back. You know what? I'm probably going to blow my computer up trying to load this data in NinjaTrader. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here to Trading View and pull up the ES on Trading View. Come here, ES. There you go. What we're going to do, we're going to go back. What we're going to do first, right? I want to share with everybody, right, the way let me come on full screen for a second. What I'm going to talk about first, I'm doing this on the fly right now. I'm making this up as I go in my head. So y'all just bear with me. I thought this up this morning at about 6 o'clock, and I say that's what we're gonna do. And now I'm trying to figure it out while we're going along. So I want to break down the way I see price and how I learned to read price via the ICT teachings, right? I really appreciate everybody that I ever learned anything from. Everybody who know me. Michelle Tucker, what's up? I was looking for your Michelle Tucker. I cannot go without saying that one day. Ladies and gentlemen, District Attorney Valdez is in the building. What's going on, Valdez? What's up, Michelle Tucker? Sup, time. Thanks for the content. I know you meant Tim, but I've never seen this name. T-Tonio. I have never seen that name. First of all, welcome. If you've been here before, I jalapies, but I have never seen T-Tonio before because I would remember that one. If this your first time, welcome to the gang. See Spidey back there. Welcome to the gang. Hit the like button while you're here. But what was I saying? See, I'm all over the place. I still can't remember. But anyway, oh yeah, everybody I know, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I've learned stuff from different people, but I'm gonna break down the stuff that I learned from ICT the way I see it. We're gonna start out by talking about price delivery, right? The way I see price delivery in my mind, because when you look in Little Timmy Rogers' world, when you learn how to see, once I learned how to see the price delivery, it started to help me kind of understand where price was trying to get to and why, right? It kind of helped me understand where price was trying to get to and why. And let me go to the chart to explain what I'm saying. So what I did here, and everybody know I swing trade the SPY. I watch the ES. Every now and then I trade the ES or the MES futures, but I swing trade options on the SPY and the SPX. Sometimes I'll day trade the SPX. They're all the same thing. We're not going to get into that. We already know that part. But let's talk about price delivery. So what I want to do, I'm going to go to a monthly candle on this is what I did when I started learning all the ICT stuff, right? This is as far back as I can get on the ES. See, we're going all the way back here, 1997, all the way back, right? This is exactly what I did when I started learning all of the ICT stuff and trying to learn about price delivery and trying to learn. And once it started clicking in my mind about like how the algorithms work and how the algorithms like to balance the market, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to make sense of, you know how when they, you know how you hear people saying all gaps get filled, right? Look, Timmy Rogers need to know why all gaps get filled, or if all gaps really fit. Oh, okay, you keep quiet. What's up, Kareem? Hey, I'm gonna hide these chats right here because every time I peek over there and see a chat, I'm gonna get distracted. So I'm gonna hide the chats right now. Y'all can keep talking amongst yourselves if you want to. And once I say, and if you want to ask a question and it's like important, just pull up and I'll see you pop up on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Just pull up because I ain't gonna be able to see the questions because I'm hiding them. I gotta focus, right? And this is what I did. I done lost myself again. This is what I did because oh yeah, all gaps get filled. That's what we're talking about. I need to know the why behind everything. So when I started studying ICT and learning about price delivery and learning about the market trying to keep itself balanced out, and because when people hear me talk about, you know what I'm saying, I trade with the algos. I read price action. I'm not a technical analysis trader. Some people can't understand that. You know what I'm saying? They be like, but you trade fair value gaps, or you trade this. The fair value gap is just a visual target that I can see because I can't remember, you know what I'm saying? It's between this price range and this price range that I want to buy, or it's between this price range that I want to sell. I can't remember the numbers, right? I'm a visual person. I'm visually looking at the chart so I know it's time to fire. It's time to go. Cause just like shout out my dude Zay, when he was on here, he was like, well, can you write it on a piece of paper and trade? And I'm like, I can't, but it can be done because that's what they did back in the day. They wrote numbers on a piece of paper, or they looked up at a board with a whole bunch of numbers up there, and they knew when they wanted to buy, they knew when they wanted to sell. They didn't have like a chart like we got it on the computer. This just make it easier for us. Now that I done did all that rambling, right? I went back to the beginning, right? To first of all, see if it was true, you know what I'm saying, what ICT was teaching about the price, the market always trying to balance itself out, right? I went back to see if it was true. Let's go see if this true, right? Because I need to know the why. I need to know if it's true. Just like when I started going to church, right? I didn't accept what the preacher said. I went back and I studied in the Bible to see if what he was standing up there saying was actually in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I need to know why. I'm going to investigate. So with all that being said, right, I want to go back and investigate. Does the market really try to balance itself out? Does the market target these little imbalances? Does the market do all of this, right? So just to make this part of it quick, as you can see, right, starting back at the beginning, right? Starting back at the beginning. I know it's kind of small and you really can't see it, but we'll get a little bit more detail when we get back over here in our time. You know what I'm saying? This close, starting from maybe 2020, we'll start getting a little bit more in like detail, right? But I probably should draw this out, but hopefully y'all see my cross arrows, like where the lines are. Let me put the comments back up real quick. When I move the mouse around like this, can y'all see my cross out? Can I change that? Can I change how the cross arrows look so that they'll be? Is there a cross? Yes, I can. We're gonna make them black and we're gonna make it a solid line. Now y'all can see it better now. Okay, y'all can see it better now. Don't worry about putting nothing in the chat. Okay, y'all can see it better now. All right. So start from the beginning, right? Start from the beginning. If you notice, right, like the market, and I really need to draw this out, right? I can't do it with my mouse. I can't do it with my mouse. For in my mind, it's all about buy side, right? And sell side, right? In my mind, that's what it's all about. That is a B. I'm writing with the mouse, so don't judge my writing, right? Buy side and sell side. That's what it's all about. When I, you know what I'm saying, when I think about it, when I learned from ICT, so I go back, I went back to the beginning and I tested it. So we're gonna go through the beginning part really fast, right? So buy side and sell side, up and down, right? So buy side and sell side from the beginning, it's like right in this little consolidation, it's going up and down, right? Then we took off and we only offered buy side. We just had months. These are monthly candles. We had months of just buying up, right? Buy side only. Then we can, when you consolidating, you offering both buy side and sell side, right? So we consolidated. We took off only buy side. What did the market do? The market turned around and only offered sell side. This 1 month took care of all of this right here. Only offered sell side. Right back down to an area where the market knew, okay, we back down into a balanced area, right? It probably went down to something a monthly or weekly order block or something down there, right? Then after we took care of that buy side, then we only offered buy side again, right? We came up all buy side, right? Consolidated a whole bunch of stuff, you know, some consolidating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then the market turned around, came all the way back down, boom, offered sell side to take care of all of this buy side that it offered, right? And you can see that as we go along, it keep doing that, right? But oh, look here, we done offered too much sell side. We done got below these lows over here. So the market, as it came up, right after it offered too much sell side, it pretty much went up, you know what I'm saying, without coming down. You know what I'm saying? It had some, it was back and forth in there a little bit. We had some little consolidation there, little consolidation, little there. But for the most part, we was the trajectory was up, pretty much buy side, right? All the way back to this high over here, right? So all of this pretty much buy side, right? All this pretty much buy side. And when we got down here below them lows there, we consolidated. Then the market came back during these years and offered pretty much sell side. We had pretty much buy side, pretty much sell side, right? And then over here, there we go again. We done dipped down below these lows. So it hung out in that area to offer both, right? While we was offering, you know what I'm saying, pretty much sell side, we did it pretty fast and left some gaps. So we came up in here, took care of them gaps and all that, came back down, pushed up, you know what I'm saying, offered some more, make sure we get some buy side for this big chunk of the gap there, between there, push down, make sure we taking care of this backside, make sure we ain't move too fast, right? Came over here, pushed there. Yep, make sure we ain't moving too fast because we offer both in this area right there. And then right here, we start pushing up and you're like, hey, we just offering straight buy side right there. Okay, if you come back over here, we was offering straight sell side right here. See, this side right here was taking care of this over there. And then this side right here on the drop down is being taken care of right there by that little area. See? Right there, all that's taken care of, right? So we kind of consolidate there, offering both sides. Then when we get up to like right here, if you notice in this area there, let's start stretching it out a little bit. Stretch it out a little bit. Uh-oh, I'm still on that doggone drawing thing. Don't want to be on there. Shrink it back up so you can see it a little bit better, right? So once we get up here, we offer that. We took care of that over there, right? So once we get up here, if you notice, right up in this area, we kind of offering both sides there, right? And then we get here, we consolidate and we offering both sides there, but we make sure we dip down to make sure we ain't leaving nothing in there, right? So we come here and we start offering pretty much all buy side, dip down. Yep, but we still going up. Then we start consolidating right here, right? Once we consolidate there, we dip down one more time for good measure, coming down, look like it's coming down, maybe to this order block again, making sure we taking care of everything, right? We dip down, we offered a lot. So we just consolidated, right? Because we offered a lot of sell side, buy side, sell side, buy side. You know what I'm saying? And then once we get here, we're in like 2016 now, right? We consolidate and right here offering both sides. We consolidate offering both sides. Now, from here, that way, there's from here on, you're just making new highs, right? Ain't nothing over here to rebalance out to the left, right? So let's start making it a little bit bigger now. Start making it a little bit bigger, right? From there, ain't nothing out to the left to rebalance. So all of it, everything from here down has been fully rebalanced, right? Everything from here down, we already seen that. Everything from right here down has been fully rebalanced, right? Let me get a little square. So from the beginning of time, all the way over to right there, down. See, right? Yeah, that's good enough right there. Right there. All of that right there. Make sure we get it good. That's close enough for government work right there. It ain't exactly on that wick, but we'll just go right there. That's close enough right there. Boom. Everything from there down, from the beginning of time, has been totally rebalanced and taken care of. All these monthly candles. Now, keep in mind these monthly candles, right? So, from 2016, December 2016, starting January, so from January 2017, right, up into January 18, it was pretty much all buy side, right? Come down a little bit, right? But Tim, we still ain't balanced that. I'm glad you said that, little Tim Rod. Just be patient. Sometime it take time, right? We balance this area out right here, this little part of it. Come up again, come down, balance out some more, stopped at this order block right there, pushed up, right? And then everybody like, hey, it didn't feel it, it didn't balance this part of it. Look what happened when we got to 2020 and COVID. Ping-ow! Dropped down and took care of the part that still hadn't been rebalanced, right? Ping-ow! Came and took care of it, right? So now during COVID, we dropped down and we, you know what I'm saying, we dropped down fast. So it's like we left some, you know what I'm saying, some stuff that need to be rebalanced because we coming over here, we rebalancing, coming down there, we rebalancing, you know what I'm saying? And then coming down, we left some, we dropped down. Yeah, we came down and rebalanced this, but then we wick back up right there. When we wick back up, it's in this area here because we were still rebalancing all of that right there. So we dropped so fast. So now we offering the buy side over here on this side over here to rebalance all of this right here. Make sure we rebalance all that because we dropped so fast, right? Consolidating this area right here. The consolidation we offering buy side and sell side to the to both sides in the consolidation, right? We come in here, we come down to touch between this and this candle and this candle. We came down, make sure that's balanced out, set an order block right there, right? We're in 2021 now because it's 2020 drop. We're in 2021 now. We set an order block right there. And then from January 2021 up until January 2022, we pretty much just offered all buy side, right? So now, where my thing at? There you go. So come up here. We came in, we balanced all of that out. We make sure we came down, came between those, make sure that was balanced out there. All of that right here. Set that order block. So we just gonna go right here to the open of that candle after the order block. We just gonna go right there to the open of this February candle after the order block. We just gonna put it there because everything up under there has been rebalanced on the monthly level, right? So, right, and from January 2021 all the way up until January 2022, we only offered buy side for the most part, right? And then in January 2022, what do? We kept on falling, and boop. And where do we stop? right down here. We stopped right here where the market had came down, right up in this area. All this right here was balanced. Left this order block right there. Boom. Left there. Boom. Now, all of that, everything the market has balanced itself out. That's just the way little Timmy Rogers look at price. That's how I look at price to see, hey, is that true that everything that the market go back and balance itself out? That's how I watch the price move as far as like buy side, offering sell side, right? That's that, and I just did it on the monthly level, so I can go all the way back through the entire ES from the beginning of time, right? So I go through the entire ES through the beginning of time. So now, with all of that being said, right now, how do I use that? How do I use that? Making this up as I go along, so y'all just bear with me. How do I use that? Right? Let's go over here. Let's stay on this and let's go back to Spylene. Let's go back to Spylene, right? Let's put it on daily counters on Spylene. We dropping down. We dropping down. We fund the gap down. Woo, a nice little gap down. By a $10 gap down. Hold on. Let's go to what's name and see what's going on. We just died. I'm sorry, y'all, for getting distracted. Let's go see what's going on. God dog it. What was that? I clicked the wrong thing. Okay. The ES pushing down. ES pushed down the NQ. Push down here. The YM. We got some divergence going on right now. We had some divergence going on before. Okay. Let's look at this real quick before I move on. The NQ from here to here, from the 14th. Yeah, from this high to this high, the NQ made higher highs. The ES made lower highs. The YM made lower highs. Right. And from that same area, the NQ was making higher lows. The ES was making lower lows. The YM was making lower lows. So the NQ was showing relative strength yesterday. During the day yesterday, the NQ was showing relative strength. And then now the YM is showing relative strength now, because we got the NQ, the ES. We made a lower low there, and from here to there it's higher. Okay, so all of them making a high, they like about to make a higher, looking like they're trying to make a higher low from this low, from yesterday's close up into what yesterday 1600 candle up until now. But we got a divergence here where the YM showing relative strength, right? So the ES and the NQ have broke through the overnight lows, and the YM still haven't taken the overnight lows. Okay, so now let's just see if the YM, since the NQ was showing the strength yesterday, let's see if this gonna be a run on stops for the NQ and the ES and push up, or if the YM just slow going down. Back to what I was saying. The market getting ready to open in 1 minute. If you got to go trade, I appreciate you for hanging out with your boy. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. How do I use it? That's what I was saying. How do I use that? Right? Looking at the price, you know what I'm saying, offering the buy side and the sell side to itself, right? On the higher time frames, right? Offering the buy side and the sell side to itself on the higher time frames. So let's just go here. Let's go here to June. We're gonna go to June, right? We're gonna go to June. So this is not June, this is June. Okay, June, here we go. We like consolidating here in June. And you see over here, I ain't got time to be going back to figuring out if we rebalancing anything now. But let's just say we came up, we consolidated off of both sides, and then we dropped down and just say all this right here is balancing each other out, right? Let's just say all of that's balancing each other out. Okay, so now looking at this right here, we offering both sides in this area here. Everything buy side, sell side. We offering buy side, sell side in this whole area here, right? So now that I know, okay, we don't offer buy side and sell side in this whole area here, right? Once we blast up, right, and break structure, okay, now I'm like, okay, we done balanced all of this out right here, right? We done balanced all of this out in this area here. When we come up and we break structure, now I'm trying to figure out what is the market looking for, right? The market is always looking for liquidity, right? It's always looking for liquidity. It's looking for liquidity in the form of buy stops, sell stops, and imbalances, right? Imbalances, voids, whatever you want to call it. It's looking for liquidity in buy stops, sell stops, and imbalances, right? So now that we know it's looking for liquidity in buy stops, sell stops, and imbalances, right? And it's looking for that liquidity so that it can continue to balance itself out. It can move in the direction it needs to go balance itself out, right? It's going to get the liquidity. It's going to get the buy stops to come match them up with sell stops, and it's picking up liquidity in these imbalances to go match it up with buy stops or to go match it up with sell stops. It's like, because in order to switch hands, you got to buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell to keep everything balanced out, right? Keep everything balanced out. So now, okay, how do you use that, Tim? I'm glad you asked that question. Right now, this area right here is balanced, right? Let's just say this area is balanced. We don't offer sell side, buy side, bunch of sell side, buy side. It's like we done balanced everything out, sell side, buy side, right? And so now that we done balanced all this out and we break out of this area, boom, we got a break in structure. Now we starting to use the tools that we understand. We got a break in structure, right? We got a break in structure right here. Now I'm finna draw. I'm finna draw now. And now I got the draw. If you don't want to see me draw, thank you for pulling up. Hit the like button on the way out the door. Now I'm finna draw. Let me get this here. Share the screen. Move this down here. All right. I got to sit up a little bit. Can y'all still hear me okay? Move out the way, chair arm. Up, chair arm. Hit my table now. Okay. Get me a screenshot of this right here. Hit the wrong thing. Get me a screenshot of this right here. Oh, man, I done screenshotted with the calendar on there. Get out of there. I done screenshotted it with the calendar on there. I'm like, man, why is that calendar on there? Because I screenshotted it like that. Okay. Now, like I was saying right here, can y'all see my mouse? Yes, you can. This area right here is balanced out, right? So all this area is balanced, right? Now, we got, that boy hand trembling. We got a breaking structure right there, right? Now that boy hand trembling. Okay, so we got a breaking structure right there. We came up and we broke structure, right? We call that a BMS, breaking market structure. That is an ugly color. Can y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can see that good. Okay, we got a breaking market structure, right? We came up here, breaking market structure. Now we using our tools, right? So now that we got a breaking market structure, what are we trying to figure out? Where is the market going to get the liquidity from? right? So once we pushed up and we broke market structure, right? What's above this? What's above this high right here? Buy stops, right? We got buy stops, buy side liquidity, right? What's above this high right here? Buy side liquidity, right? What's inside this area right here? This is liquidity from a gap, right? We just gonna call this gap. We gonna call this gap, right? We just gonna draw it out, right? We got a gap right there, right? So now the market seeking liquidity, got buy side, got into an imbalance, right? That's a good thing I can see. Imbalance. Imbalance, right? We put an M. It's probably in balance. I probably should have put in. Imbalance. What's the word? Is it imbalance or imbalance? Now I got to look that up. Now I got to look it up. Y'all hold on for a second. Bear with me. Is it imbalance or imbalance? Imbalance. I had it right the first time. Imbalance. I am. Why that ain't clicking? Imbalance. Lack of balance. Yes, I had it right the first time. I am. Right? Get off my screen, in. Imbalance, right? So the market, now you're using all the tools, right? This right here is all balanced out because we offer buy side, sell side. Now we're using our tools. We went up and took out the sell side. I mean the buy side. Took out the buy side. Got into an imbalance, right? Now the algo's bucket, the algo's wallet is overflowing with money. So now it turns around to go back to come to a certain area that they left to remember, right? Now, what areas did they leave to remember so they know how far to go back down, right? Let's go back and use our tools and see what did they do, right? We look right over here in this area, right? We got us a breaker, right? We got us a breaker. How do we know it's a breaker, right? We had these important lows, right? We had these important lows right here, right? Extended out in time because we came up, we made us a intermediate high. That was an important high. Came down, that's an important low. We came down, made that low, extend that low out in time. We went up, came back down to our triangle shape. This high broke that important low, right? Making that a potential breaker right there, right? We also left this purple line right here. That right there is a weekly fair value gap. I know we have marked that out already, right? So that's we got a weekly imbalance, right? We had a weekly imbalance, right? We had a breaker. We had a breaker, right? We're using our tools. So a weekly imbalance, a breaker, a breaking market structure. So now the algo saying this spot right here is the spot I need to remember to go back to when I come up here. And now I'm offering too much. I'm offering just straight buy side, right? Now I got to come back and offer the sell side, but I got to remember where to stop. Where am I going to stop? I got a breaker to remind me. I got a weekly imbalance to remind me. I got a breaking market structure to remind me, right? So now when the market come back to this area, the most high probable area that it's going to react to is this area right here, right? Because that's where the algos left little breadcrumbs for itself. It left little breadcrumbs. Here you go. Let's go walk through the forest and leave these breadcrumbs. It left breadcrumbs for itself, right? So when we get to that area, boom, we get the pang out, right? Pang the market take off, right? And then you say, okay, where's the most probable place that the market is going to get to? Well, you start using your tools, right? Right here, we got a daily fair value gap right here. What's a fair value gap? It's an imbalance. So you're looking to say, okay, when we coming up, once we feel this imbalance, right, I'm gonna start maybe taking some profit. Once we feel this imbalance, I'm gonna maybe start taking some profit. My target may be these equal highs over here because that's buy side liquidity above those equal highs. Where's my arrow? Right there, above those equal highs over here. Right here. It might be some buy side liquidity. There is buy side liquidity above these equal highs over here. So once we coming up here, I'm going to be looking at that. I'm going to be looking at the area. I may want to shave. I may want to take some stuff off. Now, over here, we was accumulating shorts because you see we accumulated and then we dropped, right? Over here, we was accumulating longs. We accumulated and then we took off, right? Now, keep in mind, now that we've taken off, let's go back and relook at this whole area, right? For this whole area, all we offered was buy side. Let me get all this junk off the screen. Now that we done went through all that, let me get all the junk. Where's my eraser? Now that we done went through all that, get off my screen. Get out of here. Get out of here. Now, back to my pencil, right? Now that we was pretty much offering all buy side going up, right? When we hit this, this weekly fair value gap right there, which is an imbalance, right? Now that we done soaked up all the money we want to soak up to the upside, right? The algos left little clues, drop little breadcrumbs, drop in the breadcrumbs, drop in the breadcrumbs, drop little breadcrumbs on their way up. So they remember what they got to do, right? So when we come down, now we're doing what? Offering sell side for the buy side, right? Get out of here. Buy side, offering buy side, right? Now we coming down, sell side, right? Sell side. We offering the sell side, all that. We offered buy side up, sell side down, right? Now that we offered all that right there now. So we had already said this area down here was balanced out, right? So then we got down here and we got back to this point right there. Boom. Offering the sell side coming down. Now we was dropping down really hard and fast over here, right? This area here, when we went up relatively slow and even, but it was all buy side. When we came down, we dropped it like it's hard, coming to the sell side, right? So once we got down here and we got right there with it, algos had left some clues, right? They dropped some breadcrumbs in the same area, right back to this imbalance, right? Last time we came back down to the breaker, didn't really get in the imbalance. This time we got in the imbalance and we start pushing back up, right? Pushing back up. We kind of consolidated here, so we offer both buy side and sell side there. Then we pushed up into this area there where we just sold through super fast, got back into what is this right here? An order block, right? We left this order block, a weekly order block right there, so the algos can remember when I come back up, this way I want to stop potentially, right? And it did its job, got there and it stopped, and we pushed back down, right? We came back down to where? Another order block right here. This way I want to stop potentially, and it did its job. It got there, stopped, wicked down into it, stopped, and now today we're around here somewhere. Let me look and see where we at now. We're still in the same spot pretty much. Y'all can't see that because y'all looking at a different thing. Let me put this on daily candles real quick. Put this on daily candles real quick. Poke that in the screen. And here we go right here. This is that day. This is that day on the ES, right? This that day on the SPY. This that day on the ES. This right here is yesterday on the SPY. This right here is yesterday on the ES. This, when I took the screenshot, that's where we was at, way down there. And then this is the screenshot. This is that day right there. So we right there. We're right here in this area right there still. That's where we at right now. And I think that's gonna be it, man. I think that's gonna be it. I'm making this up on the fly, but I think that's gonna be it. I think I did a pretty good job explaining the mind. Why did I take that off? Explaining the mind of little Timmy Rogers. Get out of here, screenshot. Don't need you no more. Limu Emu, and Doug. I think that's it, man. I believe that's it. Let me go to the chat and see if y'all talk about anything. But I know we get on here every day and talk about the overnight price action. We talk about the price action all the time, but I just want to go back because I need to know the why. I need to know the why. I need to understand the why. And I know sometime when we get to talking, like I was saying the other day, when we get to explaining stuff to people and we already know how to do it, it's like we leave out a whole lot of important steps. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully I was able to shed some light on what be inside my mind. You know what I'm saying? What be inside the brain of little Timmy Rogers. You know what I'm saying? What be inside my mind when I be like, okay, this is why I'm looking at this buy side liquidity. This is why I'm looking at this sell side liquidity. This is why I'm looking at this 60-minute fair value gap or imbalance, whatever you want to call it. This is why I'm looking at this. This is why I'm looking at that. And like for every time frame, like I break it down to the lower time frames to see if it's fractal or if it's just on that level. Because y'all, I don't know if y'all ever noticed, right? When if I peep a weekly breaker, I mean a weekly order block, right? I'll come down to the daily to see if it's a daily order block in that same area. Then I'll drop down to like a 4 hour or maybe an hourly to see if it's like an hourly order block in there. And you know what I'm saying? If it's on all the levels going down, that really reinforces the strength of that order block for me. So I'm really looking at, hey, I'm gonna go in on this order block because we got is it consecutive? Not consecutive, concurrent. We got concurrent order block, like all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? They all concurrent. They all at the same time. Boom. They there. That may not be the word I'm using, but y'all get, I mean, that might not be the right word, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? We got the confluence on different time frames. And like, yeah, and y'all already know, like if I got a hourly order block, right? I mean, if I got an hourly fair value gap and I'm looking to make an entry for a day trade, like an intraday move, right? I ain't just trusting that hourly fair value gap. I'm gonna drop down and see if it's a 15-minute in there. I'm gonna drop down. If it's a 15-minute in there, I'm gonna drop down to see if it's a 5-minute in there. If it's a 5-minute in there, I'm gonna drop down to see if it's a 1-minute in there. And then if it's a 60-minute with a 15-minute inside it, and then a 5-minute or a 1-minute just below it, right? I'm waiting to see if it's getting all the way down to that 5-minute and that 1-minute, just like we did yesterday when it came down to the 5-minute. And I was waiting to see if it came down to the 1-minute, but the 5-minute was where it took off. It ain't come back and get the 1-minute until later on that day when it like tanked laid out through the day. You see what I'm saying? But at that time, the trade was the 5-minute. So, you know what I'm saying? But I missed it because I was waiting for it to come to the 1-minute. It came back to the 1-minute, but it just came back to the 1-minute later in the day. You know what I'm saying? And later in the day, once it came back down to where that 1-minute was, it took off at the end of the day again. You know what I'm saying? So I could have been there to get that. But I don't know, man. I just wanted to break that down. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. What's going on, Fario? What's going on, Fario? What's up, Josh? If you still in here. Yes, got that. What's up, T Baker? What's going on, Carrie Ann? Great rising. Y'all know they say them red flags on the internet. Did I speak to you already? Cool it. I didn't speak to you. Cool it now. Ooh, watch out. What's up, Cool it? So we should be seeing a lot of sell side until balance is finished. But what were you talking about? What were you talking about? During what time? During what time? Gabriel, what's going on, Gabriel? What's up, stock chaser? You say you out. Peace out. Go get that money. Somebody taking notes. Appreciate that. Imbalance. Great explanation. My chart has so many notes now. I appreciate that, Rhonda Green. I appreciate you here to learn and share. This was powerful and informative. Thank you, Laverne. Michelle Tucker. Thank you. Appreciate that, son. Hey, I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I do it not for the praise. I do it to try to help people understand it the way I see it. I appreciate you, Victor. Victor, I don't remember that picture. I don't remember the picture of the little cutie on the hoverboard. I can't remember if I remember the name. If this ain't your first time, I jalapies. But it is your first time, welcome. See Spidey back there? He says welcome. I definitely don't remember the little cutie on the hoverboard. If it ain't your first time, I jalapies, Victor. But I appreciate it. What's up, Farrah? What's going on? Marcia. Tapping in from the Bahamas. What, you on vacation? You on vacation, or that's where you live? Oh, first time here. Marcia. Welcome. Welcome to the gang. If this is your first time here and you said it is, I appreciate you for tapping in from the Bahamas. I have never been to the Bahamas. I always wanted to go. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I don't live there anymore. Some of my sisters and brothers are still, well, one of my sisters and one of my brothers. I only got one sister. I'm tripping. But they still down there. My sister been to the Bahamas plenty of times. I always wanted to go, but I've never been. Might have to put that on the list. Appreciate you for pulling up. Hey, man, that's all I got. Let me see. Put the link in the chat. I'll put the link in the chat one more time. If anybody want to pull up and ask anything. Yep, hop, skip, and a jumping away. That's it. It ain't that far. My sister been there plenty of times. I know people that got boats that they like take a day trip and just take their boat over there to the Bahamas. The link in the chat one more time. We've been on here 53 minutes. I'm not hungry today. I ate my cereal before I started. So if y'all got any questions, I'm here. If you got any questions, if you got any questions, drop them in the chat. If you don't have any questions, we're gonna call it. Let's see what the market doing while we waiting to see if anybody drop anything in the chat. I appreciate y'all saying that y'all enjoyed the episode. Again, y'all already know I don't do it for no accolades. I don't do it for no praise. I just do it in the hopes to share it in a way that another person to be able to understand. Because I learn in a certain way. It's a certain way that I learned. Marcia, this your first time here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and trust you because you've been active in the chat. So I'm going to pull you up. We had a problem before when somebody pulled up and let their bird out the cage. What's going on? What you got, Marcia?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Good morning again from the Bahamas.
Good morning.
Yes, my first time here. I actually found out about you through Trader Lex on Instagram.
Oh, Lord, you coming via of a bad source. No, I'm just playing.
I'm learning ICT concepts. I've been doing this now, like actually learning to trade for a year and a half. So I see you guys and employ some of his strategies. And I said I'll tune in, and I just loved your. I actually demo trade on the micro E mini. So I watched you this morning and it was great. I see you trade the SPY and your SPY gang.
Yes, yes, I do
Yeah.
trade the SPY. Which one of the ICT concepts are you thinking about, like making your main strategy?
Two of them actually. When we have a break in the daily, weekly, monthly, and session highs and lows, and
Mm-hmm.
then price reverses, you look for the
Mm-hmm.
fair value gap to return to it
Yeah.
and then get in on that. I find that to be pretty easy. And I'm learning order blocks. I see how powerful order blocks are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking to get in for, I guess it's a continuation when price returns to the order block.
It
You
it'll be
continue in
it'll be a reversal at the order. Like the first time it meet the order block, it'll be a reversal. It sounds like the first one you was talking about doing is kind of like a turtle soup and a turtle soup buy,
turtle
where you
soup,
like,
yes.
yeah, yeah, the turtle soup is powerful. That's a good one
Yeah.
where you break structure to the upside or
Yes.
the downside, but it's a reversal. And then you can do a turtle soup back to a fair value gap. Like you could take the turtle soup, a turtle soup, and go and buy it up to a fair value gap, or go buy it back up to an order block and then sell it back down. You see what I'm saying? Cause the turtle soup can take you from like a false breakout to the bottom up to a fair value gap, or up to an order block, and then you can sell it back down again. Or you can take a turtle soup sell where it break out the top and then sell it back down to an order block or a fair value gap, or even another swing low. You know what I'm saying? The turtle soup is a powerful one. The order blocks are all of them powerful, but it's just all about picking the one that you want to do and mastering that. Because and then later, once you master, like just say I want to do turtle soups. Once you master the turtle soup, then start trying to incorporate the turtle soup into going into an order block. You know what I'm saying? Or going into a fair value gap. Like, you know, and like
Yeah.
I started doing the fair value gaps where I wait for the turtle soup to set up, play through, and then when it get back to the fair value gap, either buy or sell off the fair value gap. That's my trade. You see what I'm saying?
Say that again, Tim. Your what was yours?
Mine
Initial
is the fair,
strategy?
mine is the fair value gap trade. Like, so let me put my can you see? Let me see. Can you can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So let's just say we let me come here. Like right here. Boom. We coming down here. We consolidating here. Let's just say boom. This low right here is a turtle soup, right? We consolidating here. We got to look inside this whole consolidation range here. Let me block this out real quick. Right. I got my snap on, but you get it, right? So this we consolidating here, right? Let's say this right here is the turtle soup. We pop out, right? I don't drop down this
False
daily
breakout,
candles.
right?
Yeah, false breakout, right? These daily candles right here, like I'm not looking for the entry here, right? These daily candles, we push up right there, right? And we got a break in structure. Like this is my trade. Break in structure right there, leave a fair value gap, trade back to the fair value gap and buy it. See what I'm saying? But here's the turtle soup right here. We
Yeah.
false break to the bottom. You could take a turtle soup right here. You can buy there and push up, right? You can push up. This will be your exit. This will be your low hanging fruit exit right there at that high. This can be your extended exit at that high. Once we break that structure, now you can combine a turtle soup. You buy it up. You got the break in structure, then fair value gap. Get out of your turtle soup trade there. And when you come back to your fair value gap trade after the break in structure, this is my trade here. I'm going long there. But if you trade toward turtle soup, you went long here. But if you only trade turtle soup, you went long there and got out there. I trade the fair value gap after a break in structure. I took it long there and got out here. You see what I'm saying? But once you
Wow.
master your trade, you can take the turtle soup down here on a lower time frame. You see it, boom, pop out turtle soup. You buy it up, right? And then you get out there, and then you notice, you already see, okay, now we got a break in structure, fair value gap. Break in structure, trade back to the fair value gap, boom, go long again. Once you start to learn the different tools, you can stack them on top of each other, but you want to start with just perfecting that one first before you start trying to put them on top of each other.
Yes, that was powerful. Thank you for that, Tim.
Oh, you very welcome. You very
Yeah,
welcome.
that's so. I have another question about the turtle soup. The
Mm-hmm.
low, the false breakout. We can identify that as a turtle soup. Is it because the candle did not close below that low?
It depends on the bias. Like with the turtle soup, you got to all of them. You got to incorporate the narrative. You got to incorporate the bias, right?
Yes.
And what makes it a high probability of being a turtle soup is once it like the higher time, like this is the daily candles, right? So the
Mhm.
daily candles, the higher time frame bias for the daily candles, let's just say is bullish, right? And we consolidating, and you see it break out to the bottom. Then once it break out to the bottom, you can anticipate that to be a turtle soup. So then you will drop down to the lower, no matter what time frame you on. Just say if you on an hourly, you'll drop down to a 15-minute, right? You start dropping down to the lower time frames to look for an indication that yes, this is a turtle soup. This is, you know what I'm saying? You start looking for the indication that this is a. Hey, hold on for a second. Y'all hold on 1 minute. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I got to get this
Okay.
phone call real. All right. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Got some stuff going on. Uh, let me see what. Let me mark this out real quick. We was talking about the turtle soup, right?
Yes.
Okay, we was talking about the turtles. Okay, so boom. Let me put a little box around here so I can. So what you'll do, right? You're gonna be all that everything you anticipating. You anticipating all of that, right? So we're gonna highlight this area right here when we broke out the bottom of the consolidation, right? We're gonna look at that area right there, and then what you do, you drop down to like a lower time frame, right? And we're just gonna drop down to 60 minutes right now, right? And go to that same area. You won't have to scroll so far when you doing it in real time because it's gonna be fresh. Like now I got to load more days just so I can get back that far. Okay, so then what you're gonna be doing, you looking at that time. Once you see it setting up, you be like, okay, I'm anticipating this to be a turtle soup buy, right? So now we're in this area right here, and once the turtle soup pops up, right? Once the turtle soup, this the area right here that I highlighted. This was the breakout, right? below the consolidation. I don't know why I just deleted that, right? This was the area I highlighted right there. This was the breakout and consolidation, right? And so this the hourly time frames, and if you're doing it, on for like swing trading dailies, whatever. But for futures, we ain't trying to enter off of hourly time frames, right? So we want to break down and get down to at least the 15-minute time frame for that same area, right?
Yes.
We want to get to at least a 15-minute time frame for that same area. So now looking inside. So now inside the turtle soup, right? Inside the turtle soup setup. Now you got to figure out what's your entry tactic based off the turtle soup, because the turtle soup is not going to give you the actual entry. That's just your trigger to start looking for your entry, right?
Yes.
So now once you're inside here, inside the turtle soup, now you're looking for, okay, I'm going off of an order block. I'm going off of fair value gaps. I'm going off of a breaker. I'm going off something, right? And so now on the 15-minute, like for me, I ain't got no entry yet on the 15-minute, because that, you know what I'm saying, I don't trade. That ain't nothing that I trade. So let's just instead of walking it piece by piece, I'm just gonna go all the way down to 1 minute, just to make it fast. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go all the way down to 1 minute and get back to that area. We're gonna go all the way. Let me see. I wish I could just, if I'd have known the date, I would have just stopped it and hit, so I could hit go to.
So okay, we'll wait.
Man, we way back though. And matter of fact, I don't know how to hit go. I don't know how to do go to on here. Tell you, I know how to do go to on Trading View. Yeah, I know how to hit go to on Trading View, but I don't know how to do it on Ninja Trader. I ain't gonna hold you, but I know it was way back there. I probably need to go to 5-minute candles. Cause these 1 minutes, I ain't gonna never get that. Let's go to 5 minute and see something on the. Hopefully, we see something on the 5 minute. Cause the 15-minute, right there. Okay.
Yes. All right.
5 minute. Okay, so on the 5-minute candles, right there, as you can see, it was like opportunity to get in on the 5 minute. If you trade order block, you got an order block right here, right? Gave you a second chance to get in there on an OTE. If you trade OTE, right, that's your order block right there. Come up, trade back into the order block, go long there. This right here would have been an OTE entry from, you know what I'm saying, from that order block area. Gave you your retracement back. You come up to the high, back down with your OTE entry here. From here to here, that's your OTE. If you trade OTE, take it up there. But once you get the turtle soup, you're anticipating the turtle soup, and once you see it go, that's when you start looking for your order block or looking for your OTE. Because like I say, from here to here, that would be an OTE entry right over there, right? If you miss the order block from this low to that high, that'll give you an OTE. I'm pretty sure it will. It look like it. I'm eyeballing it right now, but let's just run the fibs to verify. Put the fib up there. Boom. OTE right there, 62% right there. That give you OTE, go long there. If you missed it off of that, you had another order block right there. Once we traded back into it, took the order block there. You go up. If you missed it down there, it gave you another opportunity coming back to an order block there. This would have been a fair value gap that would have made your butt cheeks pucker right there. You know what I'm saying? But you would have been in it because your stop loss would have been further down. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your risk to reward. If you got a good enough risk to reward, took it off the bottom of the fair value gap, 74 down to 63. That's like 9 points. If you got more than a 9-point stop loss, you would have still been in the trade. If it wasn't, you would have got taken out. No harm, no foul. We lose some. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you start looking for your entry based off of the turtle soup, and then take it up.
Yeah, that was great, Tim. Wow, that's powerful.
The phone call really made me forget what I was talking about, but I just kept going.
You were showing me the turtle soup breakdown from the day and all the way down.
Yeah. So it makes sense then. Okay.
Yeah, for entry, yes, and then yes, that's great. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
This is
Got
great.
anything else?
No, that's it. Actually, I really, I'm just learning and studying, and I really appreciate this morning. This is great.
I appreciate you, Marcia. Is it Marcia?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I appreciate you, Marcia. But as customary, I'm about to kick you off the stage. Get gone. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. We fun to call it. Always say right click on the bottom under time. Right here. Right click on the bottom under time. And then what do I do? Right click in the very bottom under time. Oh, right here. What do I do though? I'm right clicking. What? Underneath there. Oh, look at that. Look at the gym. Here to learn and share. You better stop that. You gonna make me cry. You gonna make me cry. You go. I just learned something. I'm finna use that forever. I'm finna use that forever. Hey man, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Marcia. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. This right here. Oh, he said that's his daughter. Okay, then. Hey, this right here, this have been amazing to me. Shout out to cousin Marcia for pulling up with the fantabulous question. Gave us an opportunity to deep dive into something that we normally don't talk about, which is the turtle soup. Hopefully y'all got something out of this. He said he missed his entry by two. What you was doing? You was going long and short. What were you doing? What we at? We just consolidating right now. Oh yeah, but I forgot you be scalping. You be scalping. You be scalping. I'm like, we just consolidating what you was trying to do, but you be scalping. We taking care of all of this downside stuff. Long, yo, you was going for the bottom of the consolidation. Okay. We taking care of this downside stuff here. These 15-minute candles. We had a remember yesterday when I was like, we got a 15-minute fair value gap down here. When we was getting ready to go, when we was ready to get off last night, I was like, we got a 15-minute fair value gap, and we had another 15-minute. If I click over here on this one, you can see I marked them out, right? You can see I have marked them out. And we then came down and got into the bottom of this order block right here, and we got the ping out, right? We came down. Let's do the overnight price action anyway, since we didn't talk about it. Now that we got the lesson out the way, we consolidated all night long, all night. We opened up the midnight at 39.69. We opened up London at 39.66, right? We consolidated all night long. We dropped off and got into the top fair value gap at 645. The 645 candle brought us into the top fair value gap. Then we pushed back up into the bottom of the consolidation, going to rebalance this 15-minute fair value gap to the downside, right? And so we pushed down, and then we got the complete wax on, wax off for the entire fair value gap, right? Wax on, wax off for the entire fair value gap. So we pushed down into this fair value gap. We took care of the wax on, wax off on that fair value gap during this week by just pushing up and down. You can tell by the way the price was moving when the market first opened up, when we went down there and we were just kind of consolidating at the bottom. Once we rebalanced this fair value gap was already rebalanced during all of this right here, right? This tied to what we was just talking about, right? Right? This fair value gap was already rebalanced with all of this back and forth, right? Because it started over here. All this back and forth rebalanced that. So once we rebalanced this fair value gap, look what price did. We came up into it, got to the spot where the algos needed to get to make sure all of this right here we got all of this sell side coming out. We came in offering this buy side, right? Came down, made sure we got everybody, And then when it offered the buy side going back through, pow, zero resistance, right? These two candles pretty much zero resistance because this whole area has been balanced out, right? This whole area has been balanced out. And right here, excuse me, this right here, this now we got these three down close candles right here that could be acting as a potential order block, right? We came up here, we ran this buy side liquidity. Now the buy side liquidity has been taken. So now that all this right here has been rebalanced, now it's time to see what do the algos want to do. Do the algos want to continue up and start getting into these imbalances up here? Because remember, on when was that? Tuesday? Was that Tuesday? We offered a lot of sell side without offering any buy side, right? So now we done took care of all of this right here. So now let's see what the algos want to do. We done did all this morning trading without me because we've been teaching, right? But we done rebalanced all this. So now where do the algos want to go? We've taken out this buy side liquidity, right? We tapped it. Now let's see if we're going to tap it and continue to sell off, or if we're going to tap it, hit the order blocks that we set, and then go up and start trying to offer buy side for all of this sell side that we offered early in the week, right? We got today, tomorrow, and next week. It ain't all got to happen overnight, but we got today, tomorrow, next week, the week after that. But it's a whole lot of buy side that we need to offer. And this right here has been rebalanced, and we sitting right on top of we bounced off of a 4-hour order block. So we came down, hit that order block, and this order block is doing its job. We came down, we hit it, came back up, came back with an OTE this morning. After rebalancing this right here, that's an OTE right there for bouncing off that order block. That's an OTE entry coming from that low up to the high, right? Let's verify that. I don't want to just call it and it don't be it. From that low, go up to the high, right there. Yep, OTE. That's in the price range between 62. Yep, between 62 and 80, right there. That's the OTE. That's the optimum trade entry. OTE on an hourly time frame, push back up. So right now, it's still showing some bullish tendencies, but let the algos show you, because if you look, we still in a big consolidation area right here. All of this still consolidation on the hourly time frame. We've been consolidating in this area ever since the 13th, the 4 o'clock candle on the 13th. We've been in the same area because this used to be a fair value gap right there that we had marked out, and we had went through and took care of. But we've been in the same area for going on the third day. The end of the 13th, the 14th, and then overnight tonight. So just say 2 days. We've been in this area for 2 days. That's the overnight price action. That's the overnight price action. That's the lesson for the day. If y'all got anything out, I know this is a long one. But if y'all welcome to go back and replay it. Y'all welcome to share it with some cousins if you got anything out of it. Yeah, man. Y'all know what it is. I see y'all tonight at what did I say? What is going on with that? What is HKD? What is HKD? What is that? I don't know what that is. You're welcome. I love consolidations. LOL night was clockwork. Y'all hit the like button for me. I appreciate that, Rhonda. Hey, I'm about to get out of here. The market just chilling right now. I might get off early today. It's 10:19. I usually don't get off till 11. I'm finna go watch some Country Wayne skits. Do Country Wayne got some skits up? Did he put up some new skits? I'll be hooked on that Country Wayne stuff. I'm finna go watch some Country Wayne skits. Oh yeah, he got 3 new ones up. I'm about to watch me some Country Wayne and then go watch some TV. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see y'all tonight at 7:30 for the overnight price action. You welcome, Farrah. Hold on, I see you some more chats. Y'all have a great day. Have a great day. Marcia, appreciate you. Everybody, see you tonight at 7:30. Gone.